My name's David Walker, and today I'm here to talk about the Bachelor of Commerce and the Bachelor of Commerce double degrees that are offered by the Trobe Business School. The Trobe Business School, in offering the Bachelor of Commerce, has a real focus on providing a degree for the future of work, and I'll discuss that today. Just a little bit about the Trobe Business School. We're a AACSB accredited school, which means we're in the top 5% of universities worldwide. Our accounting and finance programs are ranked within the top 250 in the world, and our economics is ranked within the top 350. And these are disciplines that you would study in the Bachelor of Commerce. So in terms of looking at the future of work, we did a bit of research into thinking about what are the sorts of skills that are going to be required into the future. You know, thinking about automation, thinking about the sort of technological changes, what are the sort of industries and skills that are transferable across industries. So these were a couple of the things that we were concerned about. We're also really concerned about industry engagement. So we did that in developing this degree. So there are a couple of the key points that I want to point out. So this degree, and I'll come back to at the end, is really good for employability, but also thinking about those sort of skills that are future-proofed, that will serve you well into the future no matter what area you end up in. In terms of the research, here's an article from 2007 which looked at a lot of data from the US in terms of the probability of computerisation impacting on certain sectors of the economy and their employment levels. So on the left of this diagram there's a low probability of computerisation affecting certain sectors. So in here you have the business, healthcare, sort of education, professional service type industries. On the opposite spectrum, on the right side of this diagram, is where computerisation will impact on those industries. So here you have sales and admin sort of support. The commerce degree is sort of thinking particularly on this left-hand side, so it's sort of industries about business and finance, so it's around that sort of skill levels that are going to be less impacted by computerisation. In terms of the job outlook, we looked at the website joboutlook.gov put up by the government, and I suggest you have a look at this for whatever career you're looking into. And so the careers they talk about that are going to have demand in the future, and they've looked sort of backwards and thought, well, what's been having the recent demand? And they sort of say that the professional services industry is one that's going to have demand in the future. Education, training, the health sector, some construction are some of those that are going to be still growing into the near future. Looking at job applications is an important part of when we were designing this course, as well as thinking about as well as talking to employers about what are the sorts of skills that they want to see in graduates. So here's a sample in finance, marketing, accounting, talking about the sorts of transferable skills in their job ads. The Foundation for Youth Australia identify these skills as enterprise skills. So we're talking about digital literacy, presentation skills, communication skills, critical thinking are a selection of those skills. And they did a report on this. A report by the Foundation of Youth Australia is called The New Basics, and it looks at over 6,000 websites, 4.2 million job ads, and it discovered in that research the jobs of the future 70% more likely to be asking for these sorts of enterprise skills that they identified. They also found that in these enterprise skills, the wages are higher. There's good reasons why we've sort of focused on these skills and built these into the Bachelor of Commerce. So what separates the Bachelor of Commerce at La Trobe from other universities is the way that we've developed these enterprise skills through the degree. The Bachelor of Commerce has embedded these enterprise skills through 3 subjects taught at each level, first, second and third year. The first one is around about analysing a problem and then coming up with some ideas about how you might solve that problem. In the second one, we think about how we evaluate those ideas, how we negotiate with team members about what are the better ideas and what ones should go forward. And in the third one, it's about executing and managing the change process to implement those ideas into in a business context. So this is done at a relatively high level. The second component of the Bachelor of Commerce is to embed technical skills, and this is through you choosing a major in either accounting, economics, finance, management or marketing. The accounting major is professionally accredited by the CPA and CANS. The economics delivers critical analysis and problem-solving skills that are highly valued by employers. The finance major is industry standard. We are affiliated by the Chartered Financial Analysis. Marketing gives you internationally transferable skills and knowledge about key marketing concepts, and of course digital marketing is part of that. Management builds on fundamental knowledge that you know how to run a business and how to think about businesses in this global environment. In addition, you can develop multidisciplinary skills with the Bachelor of Commerce, and you can do this in a couple of ways. One is to do a double major, and the other one is to do a double degree. So you can do a double degree of commerce with arts, law, international relations, science, computer science, biomedicine, agricultural sciences, health sciences, and psychological sciences. So this is a great way to expand your knowledge across two disciplines. And for example, if you did a Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Arts, you do this in 4 years, whether if you were doing the two degrees separately, that would take 6 years. The Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Laws takes a bit longer. The double major is another option, and a couple of attractive options within the Trobe Business School is to combine a major in, say, accounting or economics with business analytics, which is really around how to analyse data strategically and present that. Or combine it with digital business, which is another specialisation of the La Trobe Business School, where you would look at how to unlock the potential of technology, and in particular digital platforms and how they improve business performance. So you can combine digital business with, say, marketing. So there's a couple of really attractive options if you want to get multidisciplinary skills within this program. So the question becomes, why study at La Trobe University? And there's several reasons. First, we have internationally recognised staff and courses. For example, in banking, finance and investment research, we rank 4 in Australia, which is above world standard. Second, we have professors of practice. These are people who've worked in industry or government for over 30 years, and they've come and worked with us to interact with students, to share their experiences, and also to help us develop our programs and develop those industry connections. Second, we have lots of international study opportunities. We partner with over 100 universities in over 30 different countries. And third is that we have our industry accreditations across a number of our programs, including accounting, finance and human resource management. A further reason to study at La Trobe University is because of our work placement program, and in particular in commerce, where we have a particular subject set aside for the accounting students, and also a more general one where people work in industry, we help them get the jobs, and then often students have found employment with those employers. We also have an advisory board with senior members of staff from the major accounting firms, major banks, government and other industry partners, and they help us in developing our programs, checking our programs. They use their industry connections to help us provide a really vibrant guest lecture program through our courses. And finally, La Trobe has the Career Ready service, which helps you discover your career options, you understand your work rights, helps you prepare for interviews, helps you search for your jobs, whether they be internships, volunteering or graduate programs, and they also provide masterclasses and workshops to help prepare you for your career. Thanks for listening. Would love to see you next year. If you have any questions, please leave them on the box on the screen.